GB News presenter Tom Harwood grilled Reform UK's Richard Tice on his immigration stance after Nigel Farage said he wanted to see a freeze on non-essential immigration. The Reform Party leader said he would announce the cap in 4 years' time after he was pressed about his manifesto pledge. The rise of the populist right-wing party is causing growing concerns in the Labour High Command and among the many Labour MPs who hold seats where Reform came a close second at last summer's general election. To get an alternative view on the political party's latest immigration pledge, Tom and his co-star Emily Carver welcomed politician Richard Tice onto the show. It didn't take long before the 28-year-old broadcaster erupted into a heated debate with the MP over his thoughts on the matter. Tom swiftly questioned the need for a complete freeze on immigration, and how ruthless this proposed rule would be. He asked, "Are you really saying that a $1 trillion-plus company like Apple can't bring in a senior engineer under your system?" Richard argued, "It's costing billions of pounds and it's out of control. We've got to sort it out." Tom pushed, "Wouldn't a salary threshold just fix this though? Why is there a freeze on everything? Are you really saying that a giant tech company can't bring in someone on $1 million+ a year under your freeze? Immigration, but rather a selective few who would be allowed to enter the country." He explained, No. Literally, Nigel Farage said, and we've said, smart immigration, highly skilled, highly qualified people, such as doctors, such as engineers, that's fine. Tom quickly countered, "But that's not a freeze if you're bringing in some people," to which he replied, "That's called smart immigration as opposed to what we've got at the moment, which is completely out of control." The broadcaster pressed, "Well, Richard, now you've confused me. Is this a freeze or is this smart immigration?" Tice explained, "It's both, and that's what the British people want. They are furious with what's going on at the moment. They want a complete pause so we can work out, what are the true numbers? What is really going on illegally? And what is really going on legally? As we sit here today and the lessons we've learnt this week, frankly none of us know the reality, and until we know the reality, we've got to get to grips with it." Tom then clarified, "So the freeze is for a time-limited period and then you switched to this new system of smart immigration." It was at this point that Tice argued that this new system has been in the works for 2 years. He went on, "Well, you say new, Tom, we've been talking about this for for 2 years we have talked about smart immigration. There's nothing smart about it." Emily interjected, arguing, "It's changed a bit, Richard. It's changed from net zero, which would mean people still coming in, and then it's moved to a freeze, so that is a strengthening of the policy." It didn't take long before fans flooded to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share their opinions online. One user fumed, "It's selective immigration, don't call it a freeze or smart. Both are BS." As another agreed, "I would not trust Tice to hold my umbrella." Facepalm emoji. Meanwhile, others agreed with the politician, with one posting, "About bloody time, all immigration to stop for 5 years, only professionals in. And deport all illegals. End of." Another echoed, "And that is why at Reform Party _UK, at Tice Richard aren't the answer, we don't need a pause, we need a massive reversal. Millions must be removed, millions more encouraged to follow. No more soft touch,